Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and I'm talking specifically in this video about Dice Tower Con, and I'm talking specifically to those of you who are coming to Dice Tower Con this year. I'm very excited about the convention, and many of you have come to Dice Tower Cons before, and many of you it's your first time. So I'm just going to do a little bit of some just tips and things about the convention as a whole, and I'm also going to be mentioning some of the events that we're doing as Dice Tower. There's more events than that. There's a lot of other events. I'm not going to mention all the different events. I'm just going to mention some that I think that you should come by if you can. So first of all, the event is held at the Caribe Royale Hotel, which is a fantastic hotel. There's a beautiful pool there. You might spend some of your time at that pool. The hotel rooms are fantastic. They're all suites. And in fact, I would recommend that when you get to Orlando, one of the first things you should do is head by our local grocery store, Publix, and get some things that you can put in your room and store in your fridge or what have you that you can eat throughout the week. The food at the Caribe Royale is not the cheapest food in the world, so you can have some things at home, and also there's a lot of great restaurants in the area. Also, if you're going to be out in the sun at all, you might notice my sunburn here. This is this last Saturday here in Florida. I just didn't put sunscreen on and just totally forgot about it, and I'm paying for this now. Sunscreen will help. Florida is very close to the sun, and you might get burned, so that's one of the things I would pack if I were you. So the convention runs technically from Wednesday till Sunday, but people show up earlier than that. I show up earlier than that. I like to go to something in Orlando with my family beforehand. But even like that on Sunday night or Monday night before the convention, there's gaming happening around the hotel. If you're there Monday night, you might find me somewhere wandering around looking to play games with people. Tuesday is the day before the convention starts. If you have Tuesday afternoon free, we're looking for people to come help bag, putting together the goodie bags and looking for volunteers. You can find more information about that on the Dice Tower Convention Facebook group. But also there's gaming and just going around in general. Tuesday night, last year, and I can't guarantee it this year, but hopefully we'll have one of the rooms in the hall was open again so that people came, and there was over 100 people or so playing games last year. So a lot of gaming happens, and of course the hotel, there's tables all over the place that people play games at. Wednesday morning, the convention starts with a bang, okay? So now the convention opens up at 10 a.m. But there's a couple things here. First of all, you need a badge to come to Dice Tower Con. However, that line might be long. So you're like, I don't want to wait in line forever. Then don't. Go play some games. You need the badge to check games out. But for those first couple hours, we're not going to run around and check people's badges. So play some games, and then when the line dies down, go get your badge at that point. Or at 9 o'clock, come to a live board game breakfast with actual breakfast included. So if you come to that, you will get a breakfast there, and we'll see what else happens. Okay, so come on out. That's a live board game breakfast at 9 o'clock. I'll be there, and some of the other contributors for Dice Tower will be there, and it's kind of our way of saying it's now open, and that's an exciting time. And the convention center is huge. It's cool because it's Florida, so we keep the air conditioning running well, so you might want to consider bringing some sort of jacket or sweater if that sort of thing bothers you. It doesn't bother me. I like the chilliness, and I'll tell you right now, if you come and say I'm too cold, Tom, I'm gonna say too bad, because a warm convention center is a horrible thing. Better us to keep it cold, and you know ahead of time that you need a jacket or coat. Other things that are going on, there's some panels going on in the afternoon on Wednesday. At night on Wednesday, we're doing live Magical Athlete. If you've never seen this silly party game that I absolutely love, me and Robert Geislinger are putting together a live version of it where you'll see people playing it live. You'll have a chance to come. There might be some prizes involved with this too, so that will be an entertaining thing going on. For this show, as with all our big shows, it's going to be a first come, first serve thing. So you show up and come in. We have yet at our new location to run out of room for these shows, but if you want a good seat or something, come, and we might run out of room this year. I don't know. At 9 o'clock, we'll be then doing our opening night Stupidest Game Show in the World, where you have a chance to compete against other teams and see who scores the most points as this show goes on. And it's a lot of fun. We have different categories and different things where you can get involved. Then we have, that's what's going on Wednesday. And of course, remember, open gaming is going on during this whole thing. We're going to have a library where you can go and check games out of the library with your badge. And you can check out one game at a time. Now, if this is your first time coming, be warned that I really emphasize the point that it is rude to keep a game out for more than 4 hours. And we ask that people don't do that. Now, every time we say this, people are like, what about Twilight Imperium? And here I stand. Sure, these longer games, you can keep them out longer. But that's not the games that we ever run into a problem. We run into a problem where someone will check out a 1 hour game and they'll have their friends check out some games, and then they sit there and that game is sitting there next to you. And you're playing that, you're keeping that game next to you and saying, well, we'll get to it when we're done with this game. You're just being selfish there, because other people could be playing that game now. I know that you want a chance to play that game like everybody else, but to take it and keep it for a long period of time is not right, and we will possibly take badges away from people if we find that you're keeping games too long. But other than that, there's so many games. There's also games on hot tables where you'll be able to just go sit there and play that game. That game won't move, so you know that that game's always going to be there, a place to find out. We have a lot of those table setups. And of course, during the day, exhibitors will be set up too, and you'll be able to go by and talk to the different exhibitors and play games and demo with them. On Thursday, again, we'll do some more panels in the afternoon, a designer panel. If you come to the hallway on Thursday, you have a chance to join the Tumbling Dice Championship of the World. It's my version of tumbling dice. Last year, I think we had 10 people involved, but I'm sure we can get a whole lot more of that. Come on out and win that trophy, or well, win that prize or whatever. At noon, you can come watch me versus Steve Bonaco. We're going to be playing Looping Louie, the championship of the world. Him versus me. We, not championship, but just me versus him. We did a version of this at Geekway, and he whooped me. This time, though, revenge shall be mine. In fact, the loser of the game is going to get a pie put into their face. So, I think I'll win this time, I hope. Let's see. That night, though, Thursday night, we encourage everybody to come to the Dice Tower Awards. See this behind me here? This is the new trophy for the Dice Tower Awards, without the plaque here at the bottom telling you who won. But this is our new Dice Tower Awards, and so come on out to those. It'll be a great time. We hope you enjoy seeing those, and we'll do maybe some Q&A afterwards like we did last time. Then, on Friday, during the day, Pitch Guard Championship of the World. I run those twice a year, once at Dice Tower Cruise and once at Dice Tower Con. I split this into two categories. There's Pitch Guard Championship of the World for kids, that's 12 and under, and then adults, which is everybody else. So that's something you need to sign up for. And for many of our events and different things, there's sign-up sheets at the registration area or Dice Tower headquarters. Then at night on Friday, the Jack Vasel Memorial Fund. That's what the symbol here stands for. Jack Vasel, if you don't know, was my son. He was born several years ago, and he died when he was only a couple months old. People in the gaming industry helped me out a lot at that point. We decided to pay it forward, and when people in the industry have catastrophic things happen in their life, the Jack Vasel Memorial Fund can step forward and send checks out and help these people in their time of need. So we auction off stuff at this fund. Now, the stuff at this fund is crazy. There's really awesome things, and the bidding is high. Do not come to this auction if you're looking for a deal. Come to this auction if you're looking to donate money to the fund and maybe get something cool in the process. My original Hammer of Justice that I smashed stuff with, I meant to take it last year, forgot. This year for sure, it's going to the Jack Vasel Memorial Fund auction, and you have a chance to bid on that, and a lot of other cool things there also. And then when that's finished, that night, me, Sam, Z, Eric, Mandy, and Suzanne are going to be doing our top 5 overrated games. So we always have fun doing our top 10 list. This one's a top 5, but that's because there's 6 of us. And this was the very first one we ever did at Dice Tower Con, overrated games. It was a lot of fun, so we hope you come and enjoy that. Saturday, then, in the morning, there's a big flea market. Lots of people will go. I will not be part of the flea market this year. My games, if you're looking for my games that I always had at the flea market, they'll be at the Cool Stuff booth, and you'll have a chance to go over there and just get them throughout the convention. And then at night, the Secret Cabal is going to be running a Q&A. This Game is Broken's doing a podcast. Sunday morning, I run a church service for the people if you're interested in coming to that. That's at 10 a.m. And then things start winding down and people start leaving as Sunday goes on. And then some people stick around till Monday, and some people stick around till Tuesday, or whatever. You know, for me, got to get cranking, got to get out of there as, you know, back to work, and we're going to come back and do more things. That's pretty much what I have for the Dice Tower Con. But there's a couple things. First of all, we have things that you can put on your table. Teacher want it and players want it. One of the things that people come, there's 3,000 people, they're all ready to play. And you might say, I have a hard time jumping into a game. Well, walk around and look for players want it signs, or teacher want it if you know how to teach the game. Look for those signs that you can jump into. You say, oh, I haven't found any. Well, great. Then get a game that you want to play, and you get a player's want it sign and put it there, and wait for someone to find you. Find people, play games with people. Man, play games with the people you came with, but look for new people. There's a lot of fun, entertaining people there, and you will see so many people from the Dice Tower. I already mentioned me, Sam Z, Eric, Mandy, Suzanne, Crystal, Amby, Jason, Kenny, Derek. There's just so many. I'm not going to stop mentioning them all there because there's just a lot. Oh, Melody will be there too for the first time in 3 years, finally. Dice Tower Con's going to be great. You might be watching this video and saying, oh man, I wish I was there. Well, first of all, I told you not to watch this video. This is for people coming to Dice Tower Con. But hey, if you can't make it, we're going to be streaming a lot of stuff live. Marty and Chaz are going to be streaming a live, interviewing publishers, doing fun little segments throughout the day on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And at night, several of our big events like the Jack Vasel Memorial Fund Auction, the Dice Tower Awards, our top 5 games of all time, those things are also going to be streamed live. So I hope that you guys, if you're not able to make it, that you enjoy those. All right, well, there's more stuff, of course. Check out DicetowerCon.com for more information, or you can check out the Facebook page. There's lots of information, and I'm sure more things will be announced and stuff as we get closer. I hope to see you guys there. Please, it's my convention. Come on now. If you're not going to talk to me there, if you see me, do not hesitate to say hi. Say that all the people, Sam, Z, Mandy, Suzanne, Eric. Again, I'll go through that whole list, but come say hi to those people. If you want to play a game with us, we don't schedule games, but your chance is higher than anyone else. If you want to play a game with me personally, if you're around at like 7:30 in the morning, I'm usually there playing games then. That's a good time to catch me because there's no one else around. But that's that. I hope to see you guys then. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been Dice Tower.